Alrighty. So I have finally been bitten by the bug, right? I have decided to finally trade zero DTE options, right? Right now, zero DTE options are the craze. Everybody's talking about it. A lot of people on YouTube are trading it. So, I decided to take the plunge and just find out what all this craze is about. And I just decided to trade zero DTE options to see for myself, is there really, if there really was something there, right? So for the most part, I was very hesitant to trade zero DTE options. I was hesitant, I was reluctant, I was very resistant. And the main reason why I was very reluctant to trade zero DTE options is because of the edge, right? So let me explain a little bit more. So when we trade options, we need to first understand where is our edge, right? If there's no edge, there's no reason why we should actually be trading the vehicle. So when you are selling options, this is where our edge comes. And the edge comes basically from the fact that the implied volatility is greater than the realized volatility, right? It overstates the realized volatility a lot of the time. So what this means is that the expected move is greater than the actual realized move. So this table down here is a study done by the folks at Tasty Trade. So what they have done on this studies is to see whether the expected move, right, the theoretical probability of win matches the actual win results, right, when it's actually brought to live trading. So you can see down here, the theoretical win when you trade the expected move, right, roughly is either using, the expected move formula or the 16 delta options. Basically, the theoretical is 68%. Right, but as you can see, the actual occurrences, which is basically the actual results, is actually much higher than 68%, right? It's somewhere from 71 all the way to 85%, which means to say, whatever you're seeing on the risk profile, right, the theoretical win which you see is usually understated, right? That means your actual win is going to be much higher, which gives you the edge. That's why you're going to be profitable over the long run. So here is another study done by the team, the Tasty Trade folks. You can see down here, this is on SPY, the index ETF. You can see that regardless of the volatility, right, the expected move is always greater than the average realized move, right? So you can see it doesn't matter what the volatility is. The volatility could be low, the volatility, right, also could be high, right? In all cases, you can see that the expected move is much greater than the realized move, and that is why we have an edge as an option seller, right, when we sell options. So what it means on the chart is this, right? So for example, if you were to take a look at the 16 delta options or the expected move range, which you can see on your option chain, what it will show that, let's say for example, this stock down here, it will say that the expected move is like this. So based on the time frame, let's say for example, in the next 50 days, right? Let's say this is the 50 days to expiration left for the options. It says that the expected range will be somewhere down here. But in actual fact, right, after the move has already happened, the realized move, this is actually the actual move, right? So this is based on a 68% probability of profit, right? So that means it's trying to say 68% of time, it will actually be in this range. But in actual fact, the 68% range is down here. So what about the range all the way to the actual supposed expected range? Which means to say this number is much higher, and that is how you get the 71 to 85%, right? So this is our edge. Now, this is all theory, right? It's very nice, right? I mean, it's saying that, this is the theory based on these statistics, which they say that it's going to be much higher. But what about in terms of practical terms, right? So what I did is that I put out the last 100 trades which I had for this triangle. So what other better way you can actually trade the expected move than the vanilla strangle, right? So the strangle is the cleanest way, the purest way for you to trade the expected move, right? So roughly 16 deltas on both sides, right? You have a short put and you have a short call. So I took the last 100 trades, and the theoretical win rate, as you can see, is supposed to be 68%, right? So if you were to take 16 deltas on both sides, it's supposed to be 68% probability of win. But as you can see, the actual win rate which I've gotten is 77%, right? So this is based on actual trades rather than theory, right? So you can see this is how it panned out in actual trades. So the actual win rate is 77%, loss rate is 23%, and it all pans out to a profit at the end. So that is why when we are trading options, when we are selling options, we have an edge here, right? The strangle for me is a bread and butter strategy, right? So that is why I lean on it a lot when I want to trade the expected move. So you might be wondering right now, so it seems that there's the edge down here, right? So that means when you trade 0 DTE options, there's going to be this edge as well, right? That means the actual win rate is going to be much higher than the theoretical win rate, which means to say if you trade 0 DTE, you're going to realize your profits much quicker. You know, every single day you put on the trade, you're going to have a result at the end of the day, and you know that over the long run you're going to be profitable. So is that actually true? I'm not too sure, right? And the reason is because of this, right? So the problem with 0 DTE comes down to whether the expected move is actually greater than the realized move. So you can see again, this is a study done by the Tasty Trade team. You can see the study has gone all the way back since 1993. So there is a lot of data down here, right? So this is a very significant data set which we are looking at down here. So this is on the spiders. You can see that if you were to use the 45 days all the way to 90 days, you can see that, you know, in this time frame, right, pretty much it means that if you use the 45 DTE all the way to 90 DTE, you can see that this expected move is greater than the actual realized move. So in this time frame, you're going to see that you're going to win more than the theoretical win rate, right? So you can see 45 to 90 days, and that is generally why I want to stick to 40 to 60 days whenever I'm trading, you know, the options. This is the time where the theta is good. If you go a little bit more to 90 days, although the edge, or rather the expected move, is much greater than the average realized move, you can see down here it's a 2% difference, whereas for 45 days, you know, it's only a 0.5%, right? So it's much more pronounced, the edge, as more days goes out, right? But the thing is that, you know, when you're trading the options, the theta decay is most optimum roughly around this time frame. So generally, I go for around 40 to 60 days. Now, what about 0 DTE, right? So again, the Tasty Trade team, they have done the research, and you can see that anywhere from 30 days all the way to 7 days and below, basically under 30 days, your expected move is actually lesser than your realized move. Which means to say, if you were to go back to the chart down here, all right, let me just remove all these drawings. The expected theoretical move is this, but the actual move could actually be greater, right? So it's actually much bigger, so that means you're looking at a range of somewhere from here to here. Which means to say, if the theoretical move says you're going to win 68% of the time, but if it's going to make a bigger move than the expected move, it means you're going to actually lose more than what it says down here. That means you win 68% of the time, the chances are that you're going to win lesser than 68% of the time. So suddenly now you have a negative edge, right? You can see down here, the realized move is more than the expected move. So when I saw this data set quite some time ago, that is why I was very hesitant to trade, you know, the weekly options or anything that's under 30 days, right? People have asked, can you trade this on the weekly options? Can you trade some of the strategies which I've shared on the weekly options? The answer is yes, you can trade them. But will you have an edge? It's uncertain, right? It's not very clear down there. Unless you have some sort of a very strong directional bias, you are good at picking directions, then yes, you can overcome this negative edge and you'll be profitable in the long run. But if you want to trade something like the iron condor, the strangle, where it pretty much, you know, you only profit if it stays within the expected move, then it's going to be a question mark, right? Whether 0 DTE is going to be profitable. But with that said, you know, recently the Tasty Trade team, they have come up a lot of research with 0 DTE as well to see, you know, how you can profit from there. I decided to take the plunge, try it out for myself to see whether it's really profitable. And the results were actually, not something that I actually expected, right? So the first thing that I was faced with is choosing a 0 DTE trading strategy. By the way, if you like this video so far, please subscribe and also click the thumbs up button, and also do get your free copy of the Options Income Blueprint, where I share the top 3 option strategies that help you generate a consistent income each month, trading just 1 to 2 hours a day, right? So if you want to go ahead to get this copy, just head on over to optionswithdavis.com/blueprint. All right, back to the video. Now, there are many different ways that people are trading 0 DTE options, right? There are many different ways. So first of all, this is not the one, you know, the end all and be all of the strategy that I'm going to be trading, in the sense whereby don't use my results to say that, all right, 0 DTE options work or don't work, right? There are many different strategies. So based on the many different strategies, you can see that they have the long call, the long put, right? They're just buying an option outright, just a very directional basis. And then you have selling naked calls, naked puts as well, just to collect the extrinsic value, because the idea here is that, you know, the last day the theta is going to be the highest, you're going to really decay a lot of the value. So they thought of selling naked calls and puts. The other way is by trading butterflies, iron flies. Butterflies is more of directional, where you choose either, the market's going to go up or go down. Iron fly is more neutral, right? It's just at this right smack at the money options, right? And then you have the credit spreads. This is probably, I think, the most popular one, which I see a lot of people on YouTube are actually talking about it, right? Credit spreads. They pick a direction and then they manage it somewhere, intraday, and they take many trades throughout the day. And the final one is the iron condor, right? The iron condor basically just manages, or rather is trading the expected move. So when I choose this strategy, I have a few criteria. So the first criteria is that I want to avoid selling naked options because the gamma is at its highest at 0 DTE, right? Gamma is a very is detriment to you if you are selling options, if you're an option seller, because a big move, right? Any move is going to negate a lot of the theta that you're going to gain, right? So it's very dangerous to sell naked options because you could lose a lot of money. So that means the strangle is out of the question, and any naked calls or puts will be out of the question as well. Next, I want a strategy that was simple to execute with zero management, right? I just want to put the trade once, leave it to expiration, and it's pretty much like a set and forget strategy, right? Mainly because I do not trade throughout the whole day, right? I want a strategy where I can just put on once, I just go and do my other stuff, right? I don't have to monitor the market all the way until the market closes, right? And if you have a full-time job, right, this will be the kind of strategy you would want as well, right? You just put it on and then you go ahead with your day. At the end of the day, when you come back from work, you can see whether it's a profit or loss. And I want one which is relatively high probability of profit without being directional. And a lot of people lose money trading, in general, right, be it options or outright trading, is by being directional. I've been in the proprietary trading firm, and the way the firms really trade isn't really directional, right? They trade a very neutral style of trading, like spreading or market making, where there's not much in terms of direction, right? So if you want to be directional, you can, but it's going to be a very difficult journey for you to be profitable unless you're very good at technicals, reading charts and all that. So the strategy that I've chosen is to trade the expected move using the iron condor, right? The iron condor strategy. And I want it to be on the SPX, right? SPX because it is a European style options that is cash settled. That means there is no early assignment risk. With that said, here are the trade mechanics, right, of this strategy which I put on. So I put on the iron condor. That will be in the first few hours of the market open. I won't be there to watch it until the market close. So the deltas we have chosen is somewhere from 15 to 25 deltas for the short strike. So the win rate is approximately 60 to 65%. That's the theoretical win rate. And then the $5 width of the wings. So the maximum loss is pretty much $500 minus the credit received, right? So this way, I really, just trade a small amount. It's a very small size. I won't get hurt that badly if it goes wrong. And I'm just going to hold it all the way to expiration. So this is the strategy I went forward in terms of 0 DTE. So here are the results. So the results, I must say, are actually pretty surprising, right? At least mildly surprising in a sense, right? So at the end of the day, it's actually in a profit. I wasn't actually expecting a profit. I was expecting maybe kind of a loss, but in the end it turned out to be a slight profit, although it's not going to be something big, right? So here are the statistics, right? The statistics is that the win rate is 73.33%, and that is why I say it's surprising, right? Mildly surprising, because theoretical win rate is 60 to 65%. So this is much higher than 60 to 65%. And remember, previously when I showed you this table, I didn't expect that the win rate going to be that high, right? I expected that the win rate is going to match whatever the theoretical win rate is, but in the end, it turned out to be a little bit higher. And at the end of the day, right, you have the average win, average loss, and the expectancy is a positive one. So does this mean that the 0 DTE options, or at least this strategy, is going to be profitable in the long run? Well, the answer right now I have for you is still a question mark, right? So the reason is because you see, one loss is going to be pretty big, right? One loss is going to wipe out any profits which I have already gained. So at this point of time, it's still a little bit uncertain, although it is quite promising at this stage in time, right? And the reason why it's still a question mark is because you need to understand how we can achieve the true probability of any trading strategy that we put on. So let's say, for example, if you were to flip an unbiased coin 10 times, right? A coin we know is 50% heads, 50% tails. So if you were to just flip it 10 times, is it possible to get 7 heads and 3 tails? Well, the answer is yes, right? It's definitely possible you could have 7 heads, 3 tails, even 8 heads or even 9 heads, right? Maybe, you know, somehow you're very lucky. But what if you flip the unbiased coins 1,000 times? Is it possible for you to get 700 heads and 300 tails? Well, the chances are very, very unlikely unless it is a biased coin. So you can see down here, this is the graph of how it looks like when it comes to probability, right? You can see that when your sample size is very small, let's say for example, even if you were to somewhere around 15 trades, right? You can see I have 15 trades. So based on 15 trades is somewhere down here. If you were to just, you know, flip the coin 15 times, you might be led to believe that this coin is biased, that this coin have, you know, 7 times it can be on the head side, 3 times on the tail side, right? But if you start to get more sample size, you start to flip the coin more and more, you notice that it will eventually go to the mean and it will hover around the 50%, which is where the true probability is. And this is very true and the same for your trading strategies when it comes to trading options as well. So this is the study done by TC Trade again. So what they did is they went to take a look at an 80% win rate strategy. So they want to see how many sample sizes, how many occurrences you need to have in order for you to reach the true probability. So in a sense, you can see that, you know, you need to really have many sample size, right? If you have a small sample size, let's say for example around 15, right, somewhere down here, you can see you're led to believe that, you know, you have a 90% win rate. Or on the other side, you might think that there's only a 60% win rate and you discard the strategy altogether, right? But in order for you to understand whether this strategy is going to be profitable or not in the long term, whether, you know, the win rate, what is the true win rate, you need to be able to have a huge sample size. So at the moment right now, the sample size which I have is still very small. There's only 15 trades that I put on, and this is across, you know, the past 3 weeks or so. So it's still a question mark, but I do think there is some promise down here, right? It's a little bit promising, and I'll still continue to prawn these trades and see whether there is something to really trade on for the 0DT, whether we do have an edge to use this strategy. So whatever option strategies you want to put on, it's important for you to have a pretty large sample size for you to really know whether it's going to be profitable in the long term. Alright guys, so this is the 0DT Iron Condor on SPX strategy. So the question is, are you going to trade the 0DTE options? Let me know in the comments below. By the way, if you like this video, then you're absolutely going to love this next video which I have for you, so go ahead and watch that video right now. Also, if you haven't already gotten your free copy of the Options Income Blueprint, you can do so just by clicking this link down here on your screen and you'll be able to get it for free. Alright, I will see you in the next video.